What up, what up? Stay so G. Back into the top, back into the video. So the title of this video is gonna be, you are too old to be broke. So admin notes, thanks again, all subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out. Give you leverage, you better yourselves. So I'm gonna talk to y'all out here in the garage. So it's not gonna be a rant, but you know, I don't have a lot of privacy in there right now. My family's in there, whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this video out because it came to my mind. And I know a lot of folks that have seen this channel knows that I don't care where I record. I'm just gonna pull the camera out and I'm gonna just start recording, start talking. So let's get into it. So you are too old to be broke. So what I'm about to say definitely can relate, or it can be used by anybody watching this video, whether it be male or female, doesn't matter what age. But I'm gonna cater the video mainly to Gen Xers. So we're talking folks that are, I'm trying to think here. I want to say the cutoff for Gen Xers is like 1979, 1980 maybe. So we're talking folks that at the very least turned 44 this year, right? So I would say anybody that's 44 years old and up, this video is catered mainly to you, but anybody can take something from this video. So you are too old to be broke. So the reason why I'm catering this mainly to Gen Xers, baby boomers, and you know other demographics around the world. Well, let's not say around the world. Let's say in America, because I'm not exactly sure how the economy is in other countries. I mean, I do to a certain degree because me traveling those countries, but let's talk about Americas in general, because America is the land of the free, and this is capitalism. We are ruled under a republic, not a democracy. If folks didn't know that, we are a republic according to the Constitution. But you know, there's so many aspects and so many things I can get into when it comes to why you should not be broke at your age. And this is no shade to anybody this age, that's your age right now, that you're 44 and over. You know, circumstances happen in life. You know, folks definitely can be put in a bad spot that may not have been their fault. And, you know, I saw this plenty of times during the Great Recession that started in 2008. Of course, I've seen it with a couple of folks that I knew personally during the pandemic. So life can happen. You know, things can happen to you, and, you know, life changes can happen. Your health can get bad. Like, there's so many ways and so many scenarios that I can talk about that that would contribute to you being broke right now at your age. But if you are a person that has nothing like that going on, and for whatever reason, you're still broke and you're living paycheck to paycheck, something's wrong with that. Gen Xers and baby boomers was raised in a generation where we were go-getters. We were folks that went out there and got it. Like, you know, Gen Xers, like, for the most part, like, from what I can tell, being a Gen Xer, I mean, we almost raised ourselves. And this no hit to any parents that were, you know, that was taking care of kids during the Gen Xer generation. But, you know, life was different back then. You know, I was a latchkey kid. You know, I definitely remember being 6 years old and my grandmother, my mom saying, don't you let a living ass in this house when I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Lock this door, don't open this door to nobody. This is what they told me at 6. And my brother was, no, actually they told my brother because I'm 6 years older than my brother. So he was probably staying in somebody's house and I was at the house by myself. But, you know, this the hood, right? You know what I'm saying? So my grandmother and my mom or both would have to leave out and take care of business. And they're like, hey, I can't take my son and my grandson with me. So I need to go ahead and keep him in the house. But, you know, he know what the deal is. Don't touch anything, sit your ass down, and don't move until we get back. So this is how we was raised, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the go-getter mentality and and just the drive that was put into us during that generation, I like I said, unless life happened to you and things were put in place where it kind of prevented you from being in a stable financial space right now, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen this so many times with demographics of people. I'm not going to call any demographic out in this video. I'm just saying anybody can get it when it comes to this rant. Anybody can get it. There's no way in the world that you should be broke right now living paycheck to paycheck at your age. It's embarrassing. It really is. And like I said, there's no shade or anything to anybody. I'm just saying, like, you know what your situation is, and you know if this relates to you or not. If it doesn't relate to you, then let it fall to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? Because more likely, because obviously I'm not talking to you, but I am talking to the folks that know for a fact in their heart that there was certain decisions they made in life that put them in this situation, and they feel like they have to work all the way until they die. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. There's people right now that I know personally that are in their 70s that still got to work because they don't have things set up for themselves. No 401k. Some of them don't even got life insurance. No savings. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And these are folks that were not necessarily affected by the recession or the pandemic because they didn't have stuff in the first place before it happened. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been around money for a minute now. So I know folks that had money, had savings, had stocks that were wiped out damn near during the recession. You know what I'm saying? During the pandemic, folks lost jobs, lost six-figure jobs, right? So I know people like that actually lost jobs that was paying a lot of money and has stuff in the stock market. But guess what? These folks that I know, they bounce back. All of them, every last one. Not one person I know that was in a situation didn't bounce back. It's the ones I'm talking about that didn't have a pot to piss in before these happened that I'm talking about. Folks that didn't put the work in. Folks that didn't, put provisions make provisions for themselves that in their old age they can sit back and chill. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? I was there at one point as well when I was in my early 30s. You know what I'm saying? Just being in a bad financial spot during the recession. And I told myself, like, I can't be doing this. I just cannot. I got a wife and kids. My youngest son was, he was just born. He wasn't even 6 months old when this happened. You know, so I'm really feeling some type of way that I'm broke and I can barely pay rent. I can barely put food on the table. And I'm in uniform. I'm in the Army during this time. And I'm sitting here broke on food stamps. Y'all do understand that military folks be on food stamps, right? Y'all do understand that, right? You got folks that are E1s and E5 that qualify for WIC and food stamps in the military. That's a real thing. That's no joke. And my income, as far as like what I was getting paid during that time, and because I had a wife and 2 kids at the time, my income was so low that I qualified for WIC and for food stamps. I ain't lying. I put on everything. So, but even in saying that, I could have still made provisions for myself as far as like saving money and putting in the stock market and just being able to manage my money better, that I would not have had to use food stamps and WIC. I put myself in that situation, you know what I'm saying? But thank God, knock on wood, thanks be to God that I'm not in that situation no more. But I know there are some folks right now that is in this situation right now, and you might feel like things are hopeless. You may feel like that that there's no getting around this. And God can turn anybody's life around. Real talk. I've seen it. I know He's real, and I know He can do anything. So this is not the end. It isn't. I'm just bringing light to you that if you are living paycheck to paycheck and nobody has told you that something's wrong with that, I'm telling you something's wrong with that. You need to get your credit right. I got videos right now. You can look back in the archives. I got videos that actually would tell you how to fix your credit. A disclaimer there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a financial expert, but there are things that I did for myself that helped me fix my credit. I did my own research. I'm telling you, y'all. There's a lot of things that I talk about on video that either it was a research type thing where I literally went out there and did the research myself, or was trial and error. Right, and all I'm doing is on this channel spitting out this information to you guys, so you guys will be in the same position I was in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I had a hard, rough life, but I have been through life. I have known things. I've been through some stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to make sure that my followers, especially the ones that are younger than me, are not going through the same situation. But here's a solution when it comes to folks that I'm talking about with the demographic, as far as you guys being broke right now, living paycheck to paycheck, or may not even have a job during this time. I know the cliche thing now is to say get on YouTube, but that's one aspect, because one thing that I would say about YouTube is it's nice to get the AdSense and get the watch hours and the subscribers and all these things, but like I said before, AdSense is a very small amount compared to what you can make on YouTube, just in social media as a whole. I mean, it's it's sky's the limit. It really is. There's a lot of folks that on YouTube that barely have 100 subscribers, and they're making thousands of dollars because they just have an income shovel based off of the subscribers they have right now. And it's not AdSense, of course, because they haven't made the 1,000 subscribers. They got a business, right? So it's never too late to create a business. It's never too late to do side hustles. It's never too late to just get on your grind. The time to get your life right when it comes to finances is now. I'm telling you, within the next 10 years, because of the way this economy is going to boom, I'm telling you, this is the perfect time for you to get your money right. You could literally bust your ass right now for the next 10 years and save enough money and invest enough money that by the time you get to, late 50s, early 60s, you're done. You're good. But you got to put the work in. So anyways, I'm not going to belabor the topic, but yeah, you too old to be broke, y'all. You too old to be broke. You know what I'm saying? So once again, no shade. I love all y'all. And I'm telling you this as, like I said, to bring awareness, and I'm speaking this out of love, not out of hate. I promise you, because I've been broke. Too many times to count. Too many times to count, you know what I'm saying? But thanks be to God that I'm not. And I have learned about money. I'm not an expert, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But I have learned about money to the point where, and Lord forbid if this ever happened. But in this time of my life right now, Lord forbid, if things that happen to my job, I have enough residual income right now that I could float for months. And I'm talking about, I got a wife and 3 kids and a mother-in-law living with me. And I'm the only one bringing in income like talking about. Think about that, y'all. All right. So when we discuss the topic or subject that benefits to your channel, email me at asog757@gmail.com. My email address is in the description below. Say so G, signing out. I'm gone.